Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
All right, I've been involved in this project where I've been appointed by an individual to cover up jobs, slots, interviews, candidates, so many things for jobs in the Middle East. Now, given that I'm involved so heavily, it kind of brought a tsunami of memories of the mistakes people make. So here I've jotted down 7 mistakes UAE job seekers make while applying for jobs. At least that is what I discovered now. Okay, this month, out of the 8 days that I've been checking, going through hundreds of CVs and having interviews and discussions. Okay, the first one is, which is so silly and stupid, it doesn't even make sense. People are applying without being prepared. How can you apply without being prepared? Either the CV is not ready, or they are not ready for the interview, or they are not ready to travel, or let's say they are ready for a job, but they don't have a plan. There are so many cases where people have applied for a job, and I ask them, okay, questions, and as you're speaking to them, okay, which job did you come here to UAE? No, I just came to UAE. Yeah, but where? Where did you plan? No, I was planning to come to UAE and search for a job, just physically. Man, that's not a plan. That's you're sinking your ship and jumping on land. And then when you have to go back, which you will, because nobody is going to welcome a person who has no experience in the local country or doesn't have a strategy. You're basing your entire this thing on luck. How can you succeed and survive? Then the second one, not taking professional help. People are like listening to their friends. Oh, my friend is working in this company. Their relatives. Oh, they are working in, they have been in UAE so many years. Or something they have read online, or some YouTube. See, this is not being professional. It's like when you want to get a surgery done, do you refer on YouTube and see how you can do the surgery by yourself? Or do you go to somebody who will just say, oh, I can do the surgery, man, no problem? Or do you go to a proper professional, a doctor, a hospital, a place where they have wealth of experience? So if something as critical as that, you go to a professional, you don't try to self-diagnose. Your career, what is the value of it? How serious is it? Is it just a casual affair? Casual affair, then your strategy is correct. Just Google search, whatever you get, try your luck. But if you are actually serious, you need to approach a professional, boss. Simple thing. I'll ask you a very simple thing. You might say, oh, Loy's marketing service. Here's a simple question. If you have to get something important in your life, your marriage day, your family surgery, your something critical, will you do it by yourself and risk ruining that day? Or will you pay a little extra but be on the safer side? Whether it's your legal documents, whether it's your marriage, whether it's your health or your parents' health, then it all depends how important is your career. If your career is a casual affair, then don't bother. Do it by yourself. Next one. The biggest one in interviews. I always ask them, okay, what is the salary you're looking at? So they always say, okay, I'm looking at a 20% increase or 50% increase. And then I ask them why. And the default answer is, yeah, I'm looking for a better pay scale. Yeah, you are looking for a better pay scale. That's not why we should pay you. Why should we pay you more? You can work for the same. No, I don't want to work for the same. I want more. Yeah, but why? Yeah, because I have more experience. It's like a receptionist who joined a company for $1,000 After 30 years of being a receptionist, I was asking for $30,000. Why? Oh, I have more experience. Does that mean you can do 30 times faster? Does that mean you can do 30 people's work? Man, you should use common sense. They don't pay you more salary for just being on the same position for more number of years. There's a reason why people pay a premium. And if you can't answer this question, then you're a fool. Then number 4. This is, I think, by default, everyone's belief. I have experience. That's why people boldly put up on the first part of their CV. 15 years experience, 25 years experience. Yeah, if you're 15, then somebody with 16 should be better than you, right? If you put 25, then someone with 30 should be better than you, right? If that number of years is the meter by which you stand out, there's always someone more than you, right? So the assumption that experience sells is stupid. You need to sell. You need to know how to sell. You don't know how to sell, your experience doesn't matter. You can say, I have 100 years experience. I'm the vintage. Nobody will give a damn. Point number 5. Most of the people come appear at the interview or apply for jobs thinking that I'll just apply. Let me see. Let me try my luck. Are you aware it's a competition? Are you aware that there are 10 other candidates equally good as you? Same experience, same expertise. And they are competing with you. Are you aware of that? Do you put a competitive mindset? Do you put that hat being a competitor? Or I just we'll see. If you're not a competitor, you do not have a competitive mindset and you do not have a competitive strategy, you're not going to succeed anywhere in life. Forget getting a job. Okay, you need to be competitive. Dress better than the other person. Speak better than the other person. Market yourself better than the other person. Present yourself better than the other person. So many factors are there, man. In fact, just look at your own workplace. People in the department, who do you think gets the award for best performance? Best outstanding contribution or whatever. Person who's the best, right? So why will a company not take the best? Then point number 6. This is also another funny thing, which is so obvious. It always comes down to, what is the salary? People generally say 20%, 30% more. And obviously the employer will say 20, 30% less. And then the negotiation starts. Do you know how to negotiate? Simple question. Do you know? No, sir. No. This is the last price. Are you going to say that? Do you know how to come up with the right figure, the amount? Do you know what is to be said? Here, let me give you a simple clue. Do you know the importance of likability when buying something? Do you know how emotions play a factor in human decision making? Do you know how to use emotions while selling yourself? Are you aware of all this? Or are you just a dumb fuck who thinks, yeah, in the glory days, people used to beg, literally beg, and there was a demand for me. Companies are headhunting me. I didn't say yes. Today, I'm looking for a, I believe, market is waiting for me. Oh, all the best. Try. Last, if not the least, number 7, and this is the biggest one. Oh, if I could sum it down to this. People assume they can apply by spam emails, unsolicited calls. Just send an email to 100,000 people, something will come up. Yes, in the glory days of the old 80s, 90s, yes. Try today spamming people. Google will deactivate your account, not allow you to send any more emails. In fact, let me ask you a simple thing. Let's say I sent you an email. Okay? I sent you an email. Hi, this is Loy. Wouldn't you have a record of it? You wouldn't, right? Okay. Let's assume after 15 days, I send you another email. Don't you think you can check my previous email? Just have to type search, right? Okay. So if a person like me, an individual, can keep a track of your emails, when you apply for a company, you think they will not store your data? You have just given them permission to keep your data. They didn't ask you for your CV, you applied. Or if they had a vacancy, you applied. You think they'll not store your data in your CV? Okay. Then after that, if you apply again, you suddenly think there's going to be some magic. There are idiots who are constantly applying to Emirates, constantly applying to banks, constantly applying to IT companies. Man, they already have your CV. And if you send it more than once or twice, you will be marked as a spammer. You'll be marked as, one of those emails that goes directly into the junk. You might say, oh, I'll create new email address as well. Newsflash, your IP address. What the fuck are you going to do there? What are you going to do with your name? What are you going to do with your passport details? You think they can't scan all this? See, my dear friend, okay, whoever is applying, understand this much. Today we are living in different times, okay? Things are very competitive. Now, you don't have to come to me. If you're even thinking, oh, Loy trying to market, means you're not my customer. My customers don't think, they come. Okay, so I'm not trying to convince you. You're watching this so that you get some free advice, okay, which I'm giving it to you. I'll leave you with only this one thing, since you have stuck with the video so long. Ask yourself, what is the answer to this question? If you can answer this question, you will get any job. What is the question? Why should I hire you when there are people better than you, smarter than you, more experienced than you, better education, better recommendations, better references, better track record, better everything, and they're asking for lesser salary than you? Why should I take you? What is your answer? Let's say you're from a good college. That guy's from Ivy League. Let's say you have 10 years experience. He has 15 years. Let's say you worked in a normal company. He worked in, all the multinational companies. You know what I'm doing, so on and so forth. So then the question is, why? If there are 5 people right now, all 5 are better than you, all 5 are smarter than you, more experience, more everything. This is what will force you to think. And this is how I survived. I always kept in mind, there are people more educated than me, smarter than me, look better than me, have more financial backing than me, recommendations, references, everything. They have suit and tie. I didn't even have that. So what made me stand out? I dug deep, and I spent from 2011 till today. I'm still constantly thinking, reminding, asking that question. And that's the reason I've survived. If you can find the answer to this, I can assure you, you too will survive. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you. These are the 7 tips plus 1 bonus. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If this gave you any value. If you have any questions, type them down below. And like I always say, if you're not my client, I still wish you all the best. And hope that you can make it. It's not impossible, but it will be very hard. That much I can assure you. Having said that, put your comments out down below. It's me signing off. You guys take care.